So one of the things when we're trying to lose weight is I'd heard or read that it's often a good idea to have a drink before you have your meal, 15 to 30 minutes before, just to help fill you up so you feel a little bit satiated already. And but the other counter to that is I'd heard that if you do that, you're likely to dilute your stomach acid and your body's got to work a bit harder to digest the food. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I read the same sort of stuff, and I think recently it was shown that if you drink a bit of water before you eat, you actually consume less overall calories. And I think because we are all generally programmed to overconsume calories, every little strategy you can use which will just curb that sort of drive, as it were, is a good idea, because in the longer term that's going to help with sensible weight and fat management. But I also think you're right. I read the same stuff. If you guzzle litres of water down when you're trying to eat and digest food, then you will dilute your stomach acid and potentially absorb less of your food or break down less of your food in a sensible manner. So whilst it's important to go into a meal hydrated, and food is digested in a fluid environment, it's a good idea not to drink copious amounts of water throughout a meal. So pre-hydrating 15-20 minutes before with a couple of pints of water, certainly a whole pint, but certainly 2 if you're dehydrated or if you've done some exercise. Really excellent idea.
So a couple of times recently when I've been trying to lose some weight, I've been feeling like I'm hungry, and I've gone and had some water, and now that's been able to easily get me through to the next meal. So I know that, but oftentimes as well, I've heard that the signal we get from our brain to say that we're hungry is a similar type of signal that when we're actually dehydrated. So
I've read the same, and I think that can be the case. If you feel very hungry, it's best to hydrate first, and then if the hunger pangs come back in earnest, it probably is a real drive for hunger and not thirst. But quite frequently you find that the hunger just goes away and you can get on with other things. When you're changing the way you eat in order to lose fat, it's normal to feel hungry, and a really good way to get through the day is by hydrating properly and using green tea, fluids, weak coffees and things like that, just to keep the body satiated and keep your mind off heading to the fridge for a little snack. I think green tea has got known appetizing suppressing effects as well.
Okay. All right. And then the other thing along while we're talking about this is that I remember, I think it was on our match day document, when if you played a rugby match or you've done some sport, you should rehydrate first before you've actually start eating. So
this is an interesting one, because we learned this the hard way. So it was giving players recovery drinks alongside hydration, but what they were doing was drinking the recovery drinks down in one. And if you're 2-3 litres dehydrated, that's going to be too concentrated. So what can happen then is you get a stomach cramp, or you may lead to further dehydration. So as with all these things, you have to think about the highest on your priority in terms of health. So hydration really comes before nourishment. Because we can survive weeks, possibly even months without food. If you go 2-3 days without water, you're going to be in a lot of problems.
Cool.